There's the angle I want. Why would it start out freaking backwards? Stupid thing. Ugh. Think it's live? Hey, think it's live? Maybe? Yeah, it's live. Alright, cool. We are good to go, I think. Oh, damn it. I forgot scissors. And yes, I did fix the thing, Dark Lord. I appreciate you pointing that out. Let me go get some scissors. What's up, 8P rounds? I gotta go get scissors. I realized I forgot those before starting. Because I'm so professional, I do this every single freaking year. Where the hell are my scissors? I've lost my scissors. Oh, there they are. I got scissors. I got my scissors. I also got those, which we'll be eating throughout the stream. Alrighty. So, for anybody who is not familiar with the way these streams go, it's done on my phone. What's up, Texan? I'm filming on my phone, so if the audio is weird, let me know. And also apologies for really loud crinkling sounds. I just realized I went and got scissors and I've got a knife. Anyway, yeah, so apologies for the really loud crinkling sounds if there are any. And aside from that, my parents aren't allowed to watch this, which sort of, you know, the honor system with them. So we'll see if that persists through this year. Alrighty. Merry Christmas, by the way, everybody. I'm going to be going through here and kind of talking through what I got everybody and why I got it. And yeah, let's get started. So first things first. Let's see here. What should I do first? Let's do what I got my sister. So my sister works on a farm with horses. And so I wanted something kind of like all year round good for her job. So I got her this, which is, obviously it's a cowboy hat. It's called a cowboy hat, but it's Australian, which is interesting. I don't know what makes it Australian other than I think they said that it's kangaroo leather. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it works out really well. Plus it'll work for her all year round. It also conveniently came in a box. Let me rebag it here. Yeah, it was not a cheap cowboy hat. Like, this is actually like a proper like rancher hat. It was pretty freaking sweet. It was one of those, like, I thought about doing boots, and then I was like, yeah, boots are super personal. So, I mean, hats are personal as well, but like, I figured in this case it would work better. Also, I didn't know what size hat she wore. So my mom gave me the measurements for her head because her head and my sister's head are close enough in size. And I know with anybody in my family, if it's way too small for my head, I'm at least in the ballpark for for sizing, because I have literally the biggest head of everyone in my family. Yeah, and that's a point of joking every time somebody has to go buy a hat for me, because they're like, Jesus Christ, your head is freaking massive, which it is. I need to move things so I have space. How's everybody's Christmas going? Or Christmas Eve, I should say. How's everybody's Christmas Eve going so far? Y'all got some fun things planned, or anything else aside from watching me here on Christmas Eve rapping shit? You have a big head, yeah. It's funny when, like, you have the biggest head in the family, because it just becomes the joke for everyone. I also had to find bows. I had to go out on Christmas Eve to Walmart. God help me, that was a nightmare. That was easily one of the worst experiences. I will say, like, I know y'all are probably aware, like, Walmart did away with the whole, mostly got rid of their checkout, like their counter, so going to church later, nice. They did away with like cashiers or most of the cashiers, and so days like today perfectly exemplify why having cashiers was important, because like the lines were stupid and self-checkout was also stupid. Eating raw food on Christmas because Graham can't cook. Oh God, why would you do that? Is it actually raw or is it just undercooked? Because like, you know, there's rare food, not rare like uncommon, but like rare as in like, you know, rare steak. Like, was she trying to cook rare and failed, or how undercooked? Ugh, so like medium rare chicken. Got it. That's not good. Ooh. You know what's funny? These these scissors are rusty, and yet they are still like hazardously sharp. And no, don't ask how they got rusty. I don't know. So, also, like I said at the start, apologies for any loud crinkling. Still mooing though. Well, I mean, you know, according to vegetarians and vegans, you know, it's amazing that we've survived through evolution or whatever you believe in. It's amazing we've lived this far despite hundreds of thousands of however many years humanity has been eating red meat. It's only now that that dangerous food has been synthesized into fake food so that we can survive. When the world ends, like most of the upcoming generation is posed. Merry Christmas. How long is this stream usually? Basically as long as it takes for me to wrap gifts. So, as you can tell by my horrible wrapping skills, or well, you can't see them right now, but you'll see them when I'm done. As long as it takes. So, it can be an hour, it can be a little over an hour. 45 minutes is optimistic, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So, yeah. Everybody knows everybody knows whose gifts are coming from me, because my wrapping skills are horrendous. I also just take the shit out of everything, so I'm gonna make this one stand up. Oh boy. Oh boy. Tape. Everything's got tape. Then duct tape it. Just cut out the square on each side and then duct tape it. Look, that is a brilliant idea. The only problem with it is that I didn't think of it. Don't ask, but oh, well. In this case, yeah. The other thing to keep in mind while watching this stream, because I rarely wrap presents, my wrapping skills are bad, like horrible, like really bad. So, you know, just deal with that. Minor spelling mistakes, always duct tape. Yeah, but they put a duck on the tape, so I mean, like, you know, has to be, right? Don't ask questions. It's terrible. Alrighty. Beauteous. Beautiful. Bodufitus. Alright, let me get a Sharpie. I hell my Sharpies go? I got a baggie. There it is. Ooh, we'll use the special Sharpies because it's Christmas and it feels special. There. Shit, that was my wallet. I need a bow. Alright. Alrighty. It's a special Sharpie because it says Geek Squad Academy, which you probably can't read. So it was originally created to temporarily repair air ducts. That is correct. That is the history of duct tape. But also, like, you know, modern duct tape literally has a duck on the label as like its mascot. So like, I feel like it could be debatable. Done. Present 1 for my sister. Shit, I didn't think about where I was going to put all these. Over here. Next up, what should we do next? We'll do her fiance's gift. Because her fiance is a video guy, like me. He does photography, he does video, and I was like, I'll do a video gift. And I was like, maybe don't do a video gift, because if he's like me, he already has all the stuff he wants or needs and isn't gonna want anything else. So then I was like, well, he also collects records, so maybe I'll get him a record player, or not a record player, but like a record to play. And then I realized I have no idea what his taste in music is because it's as eclectic as mine and my sister's. So I did what I normally do. I defaulted to tech, and I got him this, which is kind of a joint gift for him and my sister. It's a dual wireless charger, so you can actually just kind of throw headphones, phones. It's got a spot for a watch if you want to run a watch charger on it. It's a 4-in-1, so pretty sick. Thank you, Apple, for finally implementing wireless charging. We'll use the, I think there's enough here to wrap this. Maybe not. Definitely not, but I know what that's going to wrap later. That goes over there. Ooh, this one has lines, so maybe I can cut it without being, you know, completely horrid at it. Also, I do try to keep this stream within an hour because today's my mom's birthday, so I'm going to go over and visit her later and give her her birthday gift. So there is that. So, which her birthday gift I got her was just some Harry Potter themed things. Oh, really? I will let her know that. Thank you, AP Rounds. I will let her know. Is this thing? This is gonna be a. Oh, this. It's just packaging, but I hate these stupid things for hanging. If you're gonna put something like this on here, note to companies. If you're gonna put something like that on there, make it fold flat. Don't do that stupid crap where it's like an upright piece of plastic that doesn't go anywhere. That is the dumbest thing. Birthday before Christmas must be getting a lot of presents. Yeah. Though she is kind of like, doesn't care that much about like presents. She just likes spending time with family, which I love. I love that. I love my mom. Let's see if I can wrap this one better than the other one. Okay. Did I cut it? Okay, in the middle. I need better scissors, and I don't have better scissors. Oh no, it ripped the paper. Ugh. Hey, what's up, Sanitation at 5 a.m.? Merry Christmas. 5 a.m. in Japan. Well, thank you for stopping by the stream, Sanitation Master. I appreciate it. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Alrighty, here we go. A little bit more tape just for good measure. Because this is all going to get ripped up anyway. Funny thing is, this is all going to get thrown in the back of my Fiesta tomorrow. Because I am visiting my sister tomorrow, and she is like 2.5 hours away. So, yeah. Oh shit, oh shit. Oops. Go away. Ah, damn it. Good enough. Ugh. Julie is going to be losing her mind about all of the freaking wrapping paper. She's going to lose it. Y'all got any fun plans for Christmas? Any fun y'all are doing? Other than I know you said you were eating undercooked food from your grandma, AP rounds. Ugh. Cat loves wrapping paper. Raw food as always. Well, yep. Yup. Well, hey, maybe you'll get superpowers or something from eating raw food. That sucks. Like my grandmother can cook okay on my mom's side. My abuela on my dad's side, she can cook. She can cook real well. That's just Latino cooking for you. And then what was really good is like, so both of I had 2 great grandparents growing up, both of them on my mom's side. I'm gonna try something. I had two great grandparents growing up on my mom's side, and it was hilarious because it was just, I guess it was just a thing for that generation where like you left their house so full because they would cook so much food. And then later on in their life, when it was like when they were much older, like in their 90s, there was always just a ridiculous amount of apologizing when they couldn't cook as much food as they used to. It was insane. It was great. It was great. I love it. I miss those two. I miss my great grandparents a lot. They were great people. Oh, your dad makes meatballs. That's awesome. Superpower, being bedridden. Hell yeah, less work, right? It's like getting to sleep in and not going to your job on the holidays, or right after the holidays, I should say. Ooh, that's not pretty. So like my presents are like extremely good at being like stealth garbage wrapped because they look like ass, but they also like don't when they're done. Like I'm really good at hiding. Like if you look closely, it looks horrible, but they look presentable most times. But yeah, my abuelo was good at cooking, and then my abuela was really good. Is really good at cooking. She's still really good at cooking. Every time I leave, you get like a gallon Ziploc bag of freaking rice, like fried rice, cooked rice is amazing. they look like the opposite of what you're wrapping. What? We'll do another red bow. Alrighty. A bow. Seriously? Ah! Well, that's covered in cat hair now. Alright. 2. Alrighty. Next. We'll do my mom's gift now. Well, one of the two. For your Christmas wrapping live stream every year. I appreciate it. I love doing these live streams. It's a lot of fun. It's so much fun. Alright, so the next thing, I got my mom this. The story behind this is, so she has picked up gaming recently, which I love the fact that she's gaming now. Her favorite game is Hogwarts Legacy because, well, she's a massive Harry Potter fan. And so the controller that she currently uses is one that I actually cobbled together from 2 different used controllers because my dad uses just a standard black controller, and the one that my mom was using was also a black controller with like worn out thumbsticks, just worn to hell. So what I did is I had a broken camo controller that I bought years ago, and I took that controller apart and took the shell off and took the thumbsticks off because those were still good. Took the motherboard out of the junk black one that she had been using, put it into the newer, slightly less garbage shell, put the newer thumbsticks on it, and she's been using that. So I figured since she's been playing a lot of Hogwarts Legacy, like almost 200 hours of it, which for her is like a big deal, I got her basically just a brand new Xbox controller in her favorite color, which is green. So that is the story behind that one. Doing that accidentally is wild. They look the opposite. I'm confused. The items you're wrapping. Oh, the items I'm wrapping look the opposite. I see. I was very confused by what you were saying. I get it. Okay. I do not have the knowledge to take apart a controller and combine components. It's it's not as hard as you'd think. I'll put it that way. Well, I should say older controllers. It's not as hard as you think. On newer controllers, it is, like I wouldn't touch a PS5 controller for, I wouldn't touch the PS5 controller for $1,000. Like, no. Not at all, because those are just ridiculously complex. I watched a teardown video, and even the dude who was doing the teardown, who like does teardowns for a living, he's like, what the hell am I tearing into? They look just insanely complicated, and I am not about that life. I like my shit to work, and with my luck, I would like pull one thing out of the PS5 controller, and it would be ruined forever. So, or PS5 controller. Like, that's why I literally bought another PS5 controller when my first one started stick drifting, because I was like, I'm not taking this apart. I'm not going to do that. And then my second one started stick drifting. So you think you have an Xbox One then? Yeah, right? I got the Series X when it launched, unfortunately. But hey, it's, yeah. I mean, I got a PS5 as well. I got those back when they first launched because I did videos on them, which did pretty well. But yeah, it was pretty brutal the first time the stick drift started on the PlayStation. I was like, well, that sucks. And then it happened again, and I was like, oh, Sony just like dropped the ball on QC quality control. I guess I don't know. Ugh. Also, I got some gifts from my family. Well, family members showing up. Oh, lurking for a bit. Okay, hey, welcome, Dark Lord. Welcome. Then I want to ask my mom what everyone's interested in. That is, so I have acquired a skill over the years. So, not to get too personal, but I used to be a pathological liar, big time, which is part of why I got this tattoo, to remind me that, like, you know, don't wear the mask of the person you think is interesting. Be the person who you are. Be who you are, and you know the people who are interested in you will find you, and those relationships will mean more than any superficial relationship that people made with the mask that you wore. Too deep for Christmas. Anyway, but in being a pathological liar for many years, I acquired a skill, which is to be able to make up stories on the fly. And so what I'll do each year is I will talk to family members about things that they're doing and stuff like that, and I'll ask questions. Like, I basically became the master of, hey, I have a friend who wants to do this, when I'm actually talking about them. And so, because I acquired that skill over the years, I use that on Christmas. So, like, for the what was it? There was something in this stack here. Oh, yes. I was telling my mom a while back. I was asking her. Well, you'll see it on the next thing I wrap. But I was asking her about. She has one of these old church cookbooks that she's had for years, and I was like, "Is there anything that you might be interested in making that's not in there, or things like that?" And she goes, "Yeah, there's some stuff." And this was a conversation we had forever ago, so I doubt she even remembers it. I remembered it because I am psychotic. But she brought up that there was a guy on TikTok who I've seen who makes like old recipes. And so I was like, oh, that's cool. Did you hear he's making a cookbook? And she goes, no, but that'd be really cool. And I was like, oh, okay, neat. That would be really cool. So I remembered that, and I got her this. And she probably doesn't even remember the conversation that we had about it, but I got her this, and it's actually really cool. They've got like cornflake macaroons. They've got he breaks it down by the 1900s. He's got like 1900s. Let's see here. He's got like little like inserts here talking about like yeah, he's got like the 20s. Like, it's a really cool book, and it's got a bunch of stuff that my mom has made before, or that my mom used to make, my great grandmother. So like, I remembered that, and this was all because I'm really good at making up stories on the fly while answering or asking questions that don't seem to be attached to what we're talking about, but yeah, worked out well. Oh, I love it. Well, that's going to show up good enough. Alrighty. Neat. So I guess we'll wrap this now, the book. We will use the red wrapping paper again. But yeah, this is cool. This is by D. Dylan Hollis. If you've ever watched any of his stuff on TikTok, he makes like a bunch of different recipes from old cookbooks that he collects, and it's really cool because there's some stuff in here that I remember my great grandparents making, and it's like recipes from the 20s. It's just wild, and I love it. So, like, actually, let me see. What would be a better way to wrap this? I'm going to cheat. I've given myself 2 cheats when it comes to wrapping, and that's going to be one of them. 2 cheats when it comes to wrapping. That's one of them. Let me get my cheater. I'm cheating, which is to say I'm putting it in a bag because I am not wrapping this book. I don't want to put tape on this book because it's really nice, and I don't want to mess it up, but I don't know how to wrap that shape. And there's glitter! God! Oh, there's glitter on this. I hate glitter. Sorry, like that's my one. I hate glitter. So not many things trigger me, but glitter is one of those things because it gets everywhere. And of course, it's not going to stand up on its own. That's my cheat. 50% of my presents are in bags. I try to wrap stuff because I think it looks nice, but like, there's only so much I can do. Alrighty. We'll do, let's see. Have we done one? We haven't done one for my dad yet. So, I got this for my dad. This is the first one. It is, it's a goat gun. These are actually really cool. I got one for myself a while back, and this kind of blew me away with the attention to detail. It's an AK. It's a mini AK. They're really detailed. Here, let me grab mine. Like this is the one. This is the one I got. It's Guns AK-47. This is the one I got. It's a 1911. It's a little. It functions like it actually expels shells that fall on the carpet to be lost forever. But yeah, and it comes apart like the real thing, which is kind of wild. So like if I drop it to here, get the pin out, the whole thing actually comes apart like a real weapon, and then you can reassemble it like a real 1911. The AK is the same way, though more communist and less American. But I thought it'd be a funny desk toy for him. There's an inside joke that I can't share here on YouTube, but yes, there's that. It even has like the functional like that, and it works. It's hilarious. I love it. You have the AUG, nice, and the Dektorov, very nice. Hey, thank you. Yeah, the other channel reached 4,300 subscribers, which blows me away. That channel's going to grow faster than this one, or well, currently is growing faster than this one. Oh yeah, the safety works too. So, well, kind of. Oh, the screw is loose. That's why. There we go. That's kind of works. Anyway, but yeah, you can put that in there and. It's hilarious when you flip the safety up, put it on the little stand that says "We the People." It's got 1776. But yeah, anyway, this is what I got my dad. Yeah, this is what I got my dad. I'm excited to see his reaction to this, though I am terrified because we're going to visit my sister for Christmas, and this is what I'm going to give him. And my sister's fiance's parents are going to be there, and they are Bosnian. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, I'm going to try not to cheat with this one. So let's see how that goes. Alright. I'm okay with taping the box on this one, so we're good. Unfortunately, they don't chamber rounds. I didn't know that. Yeah, I have a Thompson model. Those don't chamber rounds either. I think the pistol's the only one that chambers rounds and ejects them. But that's also probably because it's a very easy sort of mechanism. Like the 1911 fire control group is not a hard thing to replicate on a small scale, whereas like a Thompson submachine gun or a Dektorov or an AK, those are all slightly more complicated fire control groups and ejection mechanisms. So, anyway, yeah. I can't share the inside joke as to why I got him this, but just know I got him this for a reason, and it's either going to be a desk toy at his job, which will be hilarious if he actually does it, or aside from that, oh, I don't know if the AK chambers. I didn't think the AK chambered, but let's. You know what? I have a means of finding out. Let's find out together. AK gun. AK goat gun. Let's find out. There's a mini. Does it? Well, that's just the action. Sounds good. God, no, stop it. I'm actually curious now. This is as sidetracky as my regular streams. I mean, it assembles like an AK, which is cool. I'm trying to see if... Does the fire... I'm trying to see if there's a hole in the barrel. Doesn't appear... Doesn't look like it. I think it's the same as the Tommy gun. Yeah, I think it's the same as the Tommy gun. Yeah, with the magazine. Rock and lock. And, let's see. Yeah, the ejection mechanism. I don't think it does. I don't think it does. That kind of sucks, but whatever. Does it? Come on, bro. Rack it back with the magazine in. Like, I appreciate the build guide, but like... Give me a rack or something. Come on. No? And you're going to sit it up with the foresight posted. Come on, dude. Yeah, no. I don't think it chambers around. I'm gonna see. This is an ASMR build. I don't give two shits about that. Come on. Though you can get a drum mag for it. That is hilarious. Yeah, no, he racks it back and nothing goes in the chamber. It is absolutely just a dummy mag, or a dummy mag well. That's fine. That's fine. Like, it's a model. It's not supposed to sit on the desk. Or it's not, it's a model. It's not supposed to be like played with a bunch. It's supposed to sit on his desk. Whatever. Look up on Amazon. It said model includes removable magazine, 3 dummy rounds, operates charge handle, functional dust cover, selectable switch, removable muzzle, flip up sights. Yep. Well, the dummy rounds thing, the Tommy gun came with dummy rounds too, but they didn't go into the chamber. Like, the chamber was just a flat spot that the action bounced against. Like, there's no feeding mechanism for the magazine, which is fine. You know what I want for Christmas? I just thought of this because I realized that I was going to drive my project car over to my parents' place. You know what I want for Christmas? A full tank of gasoline on my freaking project car. I've been driving around on like a quarter tank, which you're not supposed to do with a performance fuel pump, but I've been doing it, which is probably why the fuel pump is, making some not so ideal noises. So, it is what it is. Anywho, cool. So, 7 people watching me wrap gifts. What is happening right now? Y'all don't have are y'all just literally chilling out and watching? Is hanging out with your family that? Not that I'm upset that you're watching. I love the fact that people are willing to watch me do this, but is hanging out with your family that boring? Okay. Oh, you shit. I just tore it. Tape everything. And don't ask questions. Boom, done. And this one gets the fancy bow to make up for the fact that I ripped it. Come on. Come on. P. And boom. Dad's first gift done. Should have gotten him the golden AK. Bro, that thing was back ordered. That thing won't show up until, like, when I went to order it, it was back ordered until, like, December 29th or something like that. It's nuts. I would have gotten him that, but yeah, it was back ordered. So, rum balls. I'm gonna go put my 1911 back on my desk and grab the other present. Ugh. Oh, wait. This is the Tommy gun. Kind of cool, but it doesn't actually chamber around or anything. Alrighty. Next up on the list, sister's fiance again, and you know what? This is gonna be the second cheat because I don't know how to wrap this, and I got a small enough box for it. They all got Apple Watches recently, and he got some weird like third-party band, which is fine, but there are better bands out there, my dude, and you did not get one of them. So, oh, there's already paper in here. Sweet. Easy. Done. Well, that was record time for that one. All right. Well, the Tommy gun is open bolt, so it shouldn't chamber. I mean, yes, but I'm saying it doesn't feed around into the chamber when you rack it back. Like, yes, I know it doesn't chamber, but when you let it snap forward, nothing goes in. Sister again. Shit. I should have used the cheat on this one. No, I don't have a bag big enough. It's it's a Haynes manual, but for the Starship Enterprise, and it covers the NX-01, NC-1701, NCC 1701, the 1701A, 1701E, and it's a full-on like breakdown of all the different sections of the ship. It covers like the warp propulsion system. It's just a massive lore dump book. It's hilarious, and I love every bit of it. And she's a massive Star Trek nerd, so like this is hilarious, and I love it. So I figured this would be perfect. And since it's blue, we're gonna use a blue bow. Yes. And Jesus Christ, how am I gonna do this? Okay. I have somewhat of an idea. We got this. Stop rolling back. Please stop rolling back. Stop tearing too, please. That'd be awesome. tear. Don't tear. So these two sides get taped. Stop it! These two sides get taped together. Hey, so AP round, your 45-minute guess is going to be off in a minute. Actually, you're pretty damn close because we only got 2 gifts left. So. Those two stay together, which I shouldn't have done yet, but I have made my decisions and now I must live with them. Good enough. Don't ask for triangle folds on this freaking book. This just lives like this forever now. Bam. Wait, I can make it better. I can make it better. You may not get triangle folds, but you get corner tape. Aren't you so lucky to have a great brother like me? You get corner tape. God, I suck. I suck at wrapping paper. It's this way every year. And then I get to do it again on the other side. This is great. And then I get people who are willing to watch me do this. Oh, I love it. Oh, you guys are great. You get to watch me sit here and laugh at myself on Christmas Eve as I wrap gifts. Oh. You know, the funny thing is like, one of the years I did this, because the old tradition for everybody new here is that I used to do this while wearing ridiculous hats. The very first year I did this, I didn't actually do it on stream. It was just a thing I did on my own. And I may have worn a reenactment hat from a member of the losing side of World War II. I don't know why I had that reenactment hat. I think I got it at like an antique store or something when I was really little and had no idea what it was. Anyway, so that was the first time I ever did that. And then I retired the ridiculous hats bit because there was a year where I literally stacked so many hats on my head that like I could not balance them on my head properly, and I figured that was the peak because every time I wrapped a present I added another hat and I started running out of hats, and so I was like, you know what, it's never going to get better than this. We're done, and I retired it. Excuse me. But, yeah. So now it's just wrapping gifts. I just realized you said you want the manual of the USS Texas. That's funny. Be an interesting book to read. Did you know that you can flood one side of the ship to angle it further over to bombard deeper inland? Alrighty. I have a real Eastern Bloc Army headdress, so I don't see that. I don't see that as bad. Yeah, no, it was just a random picture I took, and I don't know why. And I think it was on my Twitter when Twitter was still like something I cared about. So I'm sure, like, if this channel ever blows up, that'll come back to bite me in the ass at some point in my future career. So that's a cool thing to look forward to. Alrighty, last 2 gifts. Last 2. The first one gives away the second one, and they're both from my dad. So this is my other gift to my dad. It's an iPad case. This is the family gift for my dad. It is an iPad. So, here's what's up. My dad does not upgrade his tech until it's broken. Totally fine with that. Respect the hell out of it. It is great. And as somebody who reviews tech, if I didn't review tech, I would hold on to hardware until it is broken. I mean, hell, my go-to Android phone is an older, which isn't even that old, but it's an old Google Pixel 6. So, like, I would keep on using hardware until it dies. He holds on to things longer than that. He broke his iPad, and I thought that he had an iPad, like, 8. I didn't think it was that old. My father has an iPad 6, which is probably going to lose support this year. Before that, when he still didn't upgrade his devices, so he got an iPad 6, right? So that's old. That's pretty old. Before that, ooh, come on. Yeah. Come out of my freaking shelf. There we go. Before that, this was his go-to iPad. I think this is literally just an iPad 4. Yeah. Yeah, this was his iPad before that, an iPad 4. So we went from 4, 5, 6. So it went from this old thing to 2 generations up. He broke that. This one didn't get broken, but I think it's software locked. So that's cool, and I can't unlock it. At least I haven't found a way to yet. So that is awesome. Yeah. Why do I have a second? Whatever. Also 2 Soviet officers' hats. Nice. Okay. Okay. Alright, I just had a thought. And it is going to require me to use a bag again. Hey, what's up, Rocket Man? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I just had a thought. So I've already used my 2 cheats. But, hey, Merry Christmas Eve. Yes. I'm going to cheat on my cheats. But, I'm going to do it for a reason. I just had a thought. I love it. So this is what we're going to do. Where's another bag? That's way too big. Do I have any more bags? Ah! Oh! Oh, that's too small. Damn it! Alright, well, never mind. I had an idea, and that idea didn't work. Damn it. Okay. If I have a box, it'll make my life a little easier. Nope. Or not one that's at least the appropriate size. Alright, we're going to get to wrap a thing that's already wrapped in a thing, so that'll be fun. Am I throwing a party? I'm not. My sister's hosting Christmas this year, so that'll be fun. Ugh. No. So here's the plan. So I just thought of this, and I'm actually really excited for this. You know what? I'm just going to wrap the case. I'm just going to wrap the case. Oh, and the case came with a snack. Awesome. All right, yeah, I'm just going to wrap this as a case, but here's the plan, right? Don't tell anybody. It's a secret. So he broke his iPad, right? I bought this, which is an iPad screen replacement, to fix his device. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to fill my mom and sister in on this tonight, I'm going to wrap this. I'm going to be like, hey, I got you this for your iPad since you broke it. So you can put this, you can put your iPad in this when I fix it. He's going to open it. You're like, all right, cool. And then he's going to try to put it on his iPad, and I'm going to be like, oh no, it's the wrong one. Oh, damn it, I bought the wrong case. Oh, no. So it's going to be like, all right, well, I'll return it. We'll get it sorted out. We'll get you the case that works for your iPad. All right, well, let's go ahead and I guess we should open, let's just do the one that everybody got you instead. And since I got you the wrong thing, here, open this. And you're going to open that, and this is the case for that iPad. That'll be great. Since I'm in New York, might go see the ball drop. Ooh! In person. That would be pretty cool. I hate New York, but that, like, the big things that happen in New York City, aside from, you know, murder, it's like visiting Baltimore, you know? Like, aside from death in Baltimore, like, I like visiting some of the places in Baltimore. Same thing with New York. But no, that sounds really cool. I would love to see the ball drop at some point in my life. I also want to go see, well, I would love to see whatever it's called, Manhattan Henge or whatever, where it's like the sun lines up perfectly with the New York skyline or whatever. That's always really cool. I went to Costco to buy gifts, packed with shopping carts and toys everywhere. Good Lord. What is the ball drop? Like, in New York, when you, on New Year's, when you see the ball drop in New York on New Year's. Have you never watched the ball drop, Texan? It's not like the thing when boys hit puberty. It's the thing with, like, you get to, like, it's the thing that, like, signals the new year in New York. Ooh, all right. But yeah, I just had that thought with this, and it's are there just freaking birds outside? I can hear them. I'm a southerner. I don't know this stuff, dude. Like, if you just watch like any broadcast station, like any broadcast network on New Year's Eve, they're usually cutting back and forth between that. So, also a couple years ago, if you watched CNN, it's like I never watched CNN for like anything other than like cross-examination, but I watched them one year and like they were posting like a bunch of fake tweets, which was hilarious. Like, the names were like Bend Over and like a bunch of like random joke names. It was hilarious. It was actually like a rare moment of comedy on a news network. So it was funny to see. I don't know. I'm wishing in the new year, hoping for, you know, less world-ending psychopathy. But, you know, we'll see how that goes. You fold, not like a bitch, please. Ugh. Alrighty. Alright, cool. Oh, nope, I forgot to do the corner tapes. What is it? Oh, and some celebrities show up to perform, but there's no bathrooms. It's New York. Just take a shit on the street. It's like San Francisco until the Chinese show up. So just take a shit on the street. Nobody cares. It's like Baltimore. It's like, there's no porta potties anywhere. And it's like, yeah, like just shit on the ground. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And if you know people, it's even better. Alrighty. Alright. Yee. We're almost done. And we're going to be a little over an hour because I got one last thing to wrap and then we will be golden. Oh, I hate these. I hate these bows sometimes though. Alright. Bam. Last thing to wrap. The iPad. Literally Austin. Literally most places. Most major cities. I used to make a comment about how Toronto is like New York but clean. And I haven't been to Canada recently. I plan to go later this year. Or, well, no, early next year I guess is the correct terminology for it. So we'll see if my commentary on the Toronto cleanliness holds up after I haven't been there in, gosh, when was it, 2018 was the last year I visited. And then we took like, it was like a year of like, oh yeah, well, I'm not really going to have time to go up. Things were kind of popping off. Then 2020 happened and like communication between the Snow Mexicans and the Americans kind of fell apart and I lost contact with a lot of really good friends. And I've only started picking up with them again because some of them are VTubers and so I can go and say hi on their streams whenever I want. So, never thought I'd be friends with VTubers, but here we are. Hell, I mean, on my covers and... You know what's funny is, like, the VTuber thing I always thought was really weird, and then I discovered through my covers and commentary videos that, like, there's some really talented VTubers out there when it comes to, like, singing. And one of them actually subscribed, not one that I knew personally, at least not right off the bat. One of them actually subscribed to my YouTube channel, and I discovered their music separate from them being subscribed to my channel. And while I was editing the video where I was doing an analysis of one of their covers, while I was editing that video, when I went to upload it, and I was like, oh shit, this creator is actually subscribed to me. Oh boy. It was hilarious. And then she actually commented on my video, which was really cool. The VTuber thing is just kind of odd to me. Like, I kind of think it's cool, like the tech behind it, but I don't understand why. Granted, I'm also like, I'm old school in the sense that I've been posting content with my real face on it for over a decade at this point, so I'm just jaded to like, well, I want to be anonymous. It's like, neat. It would have been nice if I did that at the start, but nope. I did not. Also, something funny, and I know this is how I can tell that the people who are watching have either understand my weirdness or just have watched this stuff before. I love that nobody has commented this entire time on the fact that there is a giant warehouse-style shelf of old Macintoshes next to me, along with a Commodore 64 just sitting on the ground. Like, nobody cares. It just, I guess that just goes to show how weird I am. Or how nobody cares. Didn't notice that? The big-ass industrial shelf of Macs. Literally ranging from 1998 till 2000s, and yeah. I literally pulled that iPad, my dad's old iPad, I literally pulled that off of the shelf of my Apple collection. And you can't even see the top of the shelf. There's an Apple IIc still in its box on the top shelf. That thing was, I got that thing appraised, and that thing's valued at like $900 now because it's got its monitor and the stand for the monitor and all that. Yeah. Yeah, I actually had to have my renter's insurance adjusted when I told them about the shelf. Yeah, they're like, I'm sorry, what was your, because I was like, hey, I have a collection of old computers, and they're like, okay, cool, what was it appraised at? I was like, oh, I've never gotten it appraised. Let me go get it appraised. And so I did. I got it appraised. And I came back with the appraisal, and they're like, oh, and this is not at an off-site location. This is at your apartment. I was like, yep. And they're like, oh, yeah, we're going to have to adjust your insurance rate. So my insurance rate actually went up because I keep my collection in my apartment. I'm not going to give an exact number on the appraisal amount for the like I already said what the appraisal amount was for the Apple IIc, but that's like you just go online and look up Apple IIc unopened, like still in box, and you can see the pricing for that. But like the shelf itself is the whole shelf is about 5 digits in value. What am I doing for the new year? I don't know yet. I mean, obviously, I've like already not that long ago started cranking up content creation for 2 channels. My goal is to actually make, because I had a plan going forward with the with like the multiple channels and the SF Media, the SF Media network, and that's still going, but it's taking way longer than I thought. So hold on. So I'm still slowly trying to make the channels. The next channel that I want to launch is the car channel. And the reason why I want to do that is because things were kind of rough financially when I moved this year, and so I was debating on selling my dream car that I finally managed to get my hands on. Actually, I can pull it up here. I was planning on selling my dream car because I finally got my hands on it, and then it ended up being super expensive to maintain, but I put the money forward and I got it fixed. I got it working. It's a maintained and running, driving, starts everyday car now, and I changed it over to a racing / show car, and so now I'm going to be putting time and money into it to make it a performance car that I'm going to take to the drag strip, and I want to make it a fast quarter-mile car. If I can find a bloody picture of it. So that was my goal, and so I want to document that journey. I want to document that journey of taking that car from what it is now and making it into a performance car. I want to take you all along for the ride. So I want to launch the car channel. This is my dream car that I finally got my hands on. And I also have a daily driver that's a performance car as well. It's a Fiesta ST from Ford. So, yep. I'm going to basically focus on launching the car channel. The movie channel, I'll probably post it in the Discord, but I'm going to anonymously launch the, yeah, it looks nice, but mechanically the previous owner didn't take good care of it. It's got a brand new motor that nobody ever properly tuned, so it runs, but barely. But it starts every day, so that's a plus. Anyway, I'm going to anonymously launch the movie channel. Like, it's still, if you know what to look for, you'll be able to attach it to me. But because of how ridiculous and borderline violent a lot of people get towards movie critics who actually critique films for their quality and don't just pander to what people think a good movie should be, I'm going to do it anonymously, and I've already got that planned out. But If you follow the Discord, you'll know when it comes out and what it does. But I'm launching that anonymously. So plans for next year: car channel, and anonymously launching the movie review or media review channel. So should be fun. But we are done. Let me make sure. Yep, we are done. So now I get to clean up my mess here and take the wrapping paper back over to my parents, since I borrowed this from them to use. And that's it. Thanks again, everybody, for swinging by for another great New Year's Eve Christmas wrapping session. Y'all were awesome. I saw like a peak of like 7 people watching at one point, so that's cool. I didn't quite finish off my little ball jar of rum balls, but it is what it is. Anybody, well, Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm not going to obviously not going to see you all on Christmas because I've got family I'm going to be watching. So, Merry Christmas, Christmas Eve, whatever. Yeah. Now I have to awkwardly walk up to the camera and turn it off. So, Merry Christmas Eve. Have a great Christmas if you celebrate that stuff. Have fun with your family or friends or whatever. And I'll see you all later. Woo! Another Christmas live stream down. You all are freaking awesome.